Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
I am no one special. Just a common man with common thoughts. I've led a common life. There are no monuments dedicated to me, and my name will soon be forgotten. But in one respect, I've succeeded as gloriously as anyone who ever lived.
Looking good, dude.
Feeling good. I've loved another with all my heart and soul, and for me, that has always been enough. How's it hanging, Harry?
I keep trying to die, but they won't let me.
Well, you can't have everything. Big day today.
You say that every day, you old devil.
I love I keep trying to die. They won't let me. They're sitting there in line for their pills. The Notebook. This movie came out in 2004. A poor, passionate young man falls in love with a rich young woman and gives her a sense of freedom. They soon are separated by their social differences after they do it in the butt.
You read it.
Yeah. Anything on the teleprompter.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. The director was Nick Casa. Jesus Christ, that's good. They do it in the butt. But you know what? They don't really. They don't
How
ever.
do you know?
They don't even go through with it in the summer. Like the first time for sex, they get interrupted because it's super late and stuff. Or had they done it?
Let's get to that.
By the
Because I have a whole freaking thing on
The
that.
director is Nick Cassavetes. This is based on a Nicholas Sparks novel. He wrote A Walk to Remember, Dear John, Safe Haven, The Lucky One, Message in a Bottle. Oh, I like that song. He wrote that, huh? Wow, he was writing music for the Police back in the early 80s. And then he wrote this novel, and the list goes on and on. The stars of this movie are Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, James Garner, Gina Rowlands, or is it Rowlands? Gina Rowlands? Rowlands. Yeah, you. So my notes say I thought the same thing. So Kevin Conley. So when I saw that name on there, I thought, God, I know that guy from somewhere. And the minute he's on screen, I'm like, oh, it's that Sean Austin guy.
Right.
And it took me a bit to figure out it's the dude from Entourage. And I had never seen him in another movie or anything else before. I mean, what else has he ever done? Anything?
Just everything that Sean Astin's done.
So this was a good one. To me, this was a good watch. I had drunkenly watched parts of this with Casey. I came home and I watched the end of it, and she kind of had to explain it to me, but I was way off in my assumptions of the way that the story went towards the middle. I cried that time because she had prepped it for me. This time, I think 7 times.
Oh my God.
There was a good 7 cries. I'm talking
2 of them were big.
There was, it was some
couldn't
good
catch
ones.
my breath, full on crying. Yeah. I'm a crier, Rich.
Yeah, a little bit of a quivery cry thing.
Yeah. And and Casey's about to be magical. It's almost that time of the month, and I tend to catch that too. So I get a little emotional at the same time. I swear to God, it's true. You can tell her,
It's weird. And it's not fair because I feel like it's my time to be fucking crazy and emotional, and then he just latches right on.
Yeah,
does it with me.
You get all you can eat French fries, and I get ice cream.
Code word for it? About to be magical?
Yeah, she's about to be magical.
Lauren says the British are coming.
Oh, okay. I get that. Yeah, Aunt Rosie's coming to town was always one.
I say, I'm about to start my period, but for some reason that doesn't work.
No, I'd say she's going to be magical. What's funny is if you say it in the right way, no one doesn't know what you mean.
Right.
If I'm like, yeah, she's about to be magical, so she's a little irritable.
Especially if you put finger quotes around whatever you say.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I try not to stick my finger up when I'm talking about that because you don't know how women feel about that.
Oh, my God.
Some of them are a little iffy.
Why is that so weird?
What?
I'm due to menstruate. Is that what you're why does it have to be so many words?
Some girls just don't like to talk about it at all. It doesn't happen. We don't mention it. We don't talk about it.
Really? It's like
pooping. But it does happen a lot.
So are you done being sick?
I think I am. I did. So just to catch everybody up, I came home from the United Kingdom. Bowling for Soup tour ended. I got home on the 16th of February, and I finally went to the doctor on March 7th, and I had strep throat. And so I spent 4.5 days on the couch. And then Friday, I was just going stir crazy. I had to get out of the house, but I had the most unproductive day of all times. Like, I literally left the house, and 4 hours later, I call Casey. I'm just like, hey, I exchanged my watch. What are you doing now? Getting gas. Oh, what else have you done? Nothing. Just been driving around, just aimlessly listening to Howard Stern and not being at home. And then Saturday, which was yesterday, you guys won't be listening to this.
You had a show.
I had a show.
How'd that go? I didn't get to go.
It was great. We had a Bowling for Soup show in it's Plano, but it's at the Shops of Legacy at a real cool place. We'll give them a shout out at Ringo's, and they treated us really well, and we had a great time.
Outdoor, huh?
It was, and it rained all week here. And so, I wondered whether or not this was even going to happen. It was even raining yesterday up until that point, and there were food trucks out there and all this. They had a 5K, which I guess in hindsight, it worked out great because when it is, misty during a 5K, everybody thinks that's the best, right? Because it's just full on, cool, cooling you off. But it ended up being a great night. We tied one on pretty good, and I'm bouncing back. I'm feeling good. But thanks for asking, man. Yeah. And woo, man. How about you? Any parties at your house lately ending in blood?
No, I'm drying out.
No, you're drying out.
Oh, fuck it. I didn't even drink at brunch club this morning.
Yeah, but you did. Okay, so hold on. Wait, let's back up. You did come to my birthday party.
Yes.
And we had a great time. That was a lot of fun. So brunch club is not a Facebook official thing anymore, but you guys still do it?
Yeah, we just met for brunch. There's really, there's not a lot of people. It was just John and his girlfriend, me, and
now John's the original organizer of brunch club.
That is correct. Yeah, the bass player with a lot of strings.
He's got all the strings apparently, and I feel certain at several times while he's playing the guitar with a lot of strings, his left foot is all the way on the ground while his right toe only is touching. And then there's just sort of this pose that
he wears it up in
down there.
His armpit.
Does he? Is he one of those guys? And is it wood grain? Because it's got to be wood grain. Wood grain. I think once you get to that sixth string, they don't even make it in another color. It's got to be coffee table color. Yeah. It just got to be. Hey, well, you know what? If this doesn't go well, which it looks like it's not gonna, we can always use it as a coffee table and set our drinks on it. Because honestly, it's
how many famous bands have
exactly. It's like even the Dave Matthews guy, he gets it out every once in a while, but then he realizes I could pretty much do this with 4. I'm just trying to be a dick. No, but it's been a great week, and it's I'm missing the little ones. They've been at their mom's. But we had a good time. Casey called in a few sick days as well, so we watched a lot of Ink Masters. Have you seen the show, The Ink Masters?
I've seen previews, and it intrigues me because I like Project Runway. But
okay,
it's very similar.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same, only it's tattoo people, but it's really cool because
do they get to choose what they're going to tattoo?
Sometimes
the person is just letting them tattoo whatever.
That's what's interesting.
Sometimes, but it varies from time to time. But a lot of times it's where they come in and they have a certain idea. And it'll be like 2 or 3 people they want the same tattoo, but presented in a different way in a different area. And it's sort of luck of who you get and where they want it. And that's the strategy. Because when you're trying to get rid of somebody, you're trying to give them a rib tattoo with somebody who doesn't even have any tattoos.
Can't they just tattoo like a cowhide or something?
I don't think that's how it works.
The point. It's like it's all about about.
How do you become a good tattoo artist?
Well, you can practice on an orange.
Pigskin. Okay. You can order pigskin.
But a lot of people, to be honest, learn.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people learn tattooing themselves. So you'll notice that a lot of
their upper thighs always look like shit.
Upper thighs, lower legs. Like a lot of tattoo artists will just wear pants all the time because their legs are fucked. So that's my. We'll give a shout out to Sweet Charlie, who started out working for me back in 1998.
Is this the guy that came to your house during Halloween?
No, different guy, but he was a guitar tech for us and just a overall just roadie guy. He was like our first guy that we were like, hey, we can't pay you anything, but we'll pay you the same thing we get.
Right.
And he rode the rides with us for till about 2003. He now owns the biggest and best tattoo shop in Maui. But when he was learning, he was apprenticing and literally just drawing on his legs. So his legs are just completely fucked. Just
black.
Just, I guess now probably.
Squares.
It's just as
Yeah,
many things
I knew a girl that used to just walk around with a cantaloupe all the time and she would tattoo on this
Yeah,
cantaloupe.
so you can tattoo like citrusy, melony kind of fruit because it's the same sort of thing. If you get in too deep, then you get messy.
Right. Okay, so to the movie?
Let's get to the movie.
All right. Opening scene.
Yeah.
First of all, I've never seen this.
Okay, so your first time, and we're dying.
It's really your first time.
It is really my first time as well to see the movie because I had only seen bits and pieces. We're dying to know what it was like for you to sit through this one.
So I knew nothing about this movie going in.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I knew about this movie is that one scene where it's raining and shit. Mm-hmm. And they obviously yell at each other and kiss. I didn't even know what they were yelling.
The big famous scene, as Casey explained to me, is what do you want?
In a meme,
That's
saying,
what
do you want?
Because
what do you
it's
want?
like, what does your
When you
girlfriend
ask
want
your
to eat?
girlfriend what they want to eat, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you want?
What do you want?
It's not that easy.
And he actually says that like 6 times.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Love of God, what do you want?" Like it's just funny because that is how it goes.
it was hysterical.
You thought that was funny.
Oh yeah. Well, because
I can't see it without thinking that now.
not even that. I just thought it was funny because it's so fucking true. It's so true.
Right.
I've dated many girls that I'm like, just tell me what you want.
Well, and it goes back to
I'm dating one right now.
Well, it goes back to the second time they meet. He walks up. He's like, "Tell me what you want me to be. Whatever you want me to be, I'll be it."
Right.
And
let's back up.
Yeah, we're
Let's
jumping.
back up a little bit.
let's go back up. By the way, just to point this out, if I can, early on, if you're just joining us for the first time at Jaret Goes to the Movies, we are going to ruin this movie if you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
So basically what we do is we go through this movie almost chronologically. We discuss the scenes, we play you clips, and we just talk nonsense. So if you haven't seen this, it might be a good idea to stop the podcast, go watch it, and then join us right back here as we jump into
Welcome back.
The Notebook.
Hello?
I'm sorry. It's not a good day. I don't think she's up for anything.
Hello?
This is Duke. He's come to read to you.
Reed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. You'll like him. He's very funny.
First thing I thought was, oh, she's blind because she's like, hello? Like, she
Right.
can't see this guy's there. And she says it like she's blind.
She's just
And-
confused.
Well, you have to
Right. I
understand
didn't
that
understand that at
nothing
first.
that she sees is anything she's seen before.
Exactly. So when that happened, I thought she was blind. And then when she didn't trip over the coffee table as she's
Right.
walking, that I was like, oh, she's not blind. She just has
old.
dementia.
Right.
And this is obviously her husband. These are the two characters that are in the story that I'm about to watch.
And how
I knew
awesome,
all that
How
the
awesome.
second it happened.
How awesome is James Garner?
He's great.
Oh,
God,
love
what
him.
a fucking amazing actor. And just so much emotion in his looks and his facial expressions. It's just done so well. And then Gina Rollins, I think you're saying that she's playing it a little over the top. Is that what you're what you're coming with?
Not knowing that she had an issue.
Right.
The way she said that, the first thing I thought of was, oh, she's blind. But then when she, like I said, she didn't trip over the coffee table. She
Right.
walked around it. I was like, oh, she's not blind. She has Alzheimer's or dementia or something.
So
and
I've
then
loved
these are the
her.
two characters
Yeah.
that are in the story, younger.
You're not supposed to know that yet.
I figured that out instantly.
Well, I think that's
He
one of
kind of
those
did
things.
too, and
Yeah.
I kind of tried to like play. I kind of wanted him to
dumb.
still figure it out himself, like the whole thing, because he had all the questions. I'm like, just watch it.
I figured out the entire movie right away.
You know,
And
I don't feel like they're trying to hide it from you. I think that's one of those
well, they were
things.
trying
where-
to- I think they were. I bet the book was a little.
Yeah, but there's
easier,
also
but not.
things about it, like, so as if we skipped straight to the end, you don't know that she's the one that wrote this.
Right.
So
I assumed he wrote it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You assumed he wrote it. And then you find these interworkings of like, okay, why is his name Duke? Well, his name is Duke because if you introduce him as himself and then she figures it out, it's going to upset her. why does she have to meet her children every time that they come visit?
Right.
As being someone else. Because if you say, these are your kids, and she doesn't understand that, she's going to lose her fucking mind.
Yeah. No, they're not. I don't know these people.
Exactly. So that's and so that to me was one of the saddest fucking scenes. And again, I know I'm jumping ahead, but let's dive in.
Hey! What are you doing?
Hey, you can't do that!
I'll pay you when I get down, Tommy. I'm Noam Calhoun.
So?
So it's really nice to meet you. Who is this guy?
I don't know. No Calhoun.
I would really like to take you out. Friend, do you mind?
You can't sit more than 2 people in a chair, Noah!
Okay, Tommy, all right.
You know what I found interesting about this is how nice everybody is. Like, if this were in real life back then or whatever, wouldn't the rich kids have beat the shit out of the poor kid for doing this? Because that's the way it is in The Outsiders. The socias, they beat the shit.
Do you think that they could have taken it? Well, maybe. I don't know. All of them.
See, there's a lot of talk about beating this guy up, and I'm thinking none of these people can beat this guy up at all.
I think he's well known and well liked, though, and that's the thing. And, you know, they are just kind of country and city more than they are rich and poor, even though they are.
Right. That's a fantastic point, because these are just higher class people in a small town, and this is a very rich girl who has come to town just for the summer.
For the summer, exactly.
Yeah, and her dad is a multimillionaire, and these kids are, even the richer kids are probably not at that.
I did not get that she was just there for the summer.
Yeah, that's the whole
remember
point.
they packed up and
Yeah,
moved.
because I have a note in here that says she's from the city. She doesn't live in the city.
No,
That's the smallest city I've ever seen ever.
Yeah, when they said we're going home, they packed her stuff.
Okay, so Mr. figured the whole movie out right when it fucking started.
I just mean the main plot.
She was just there for the summer. That's the whole point. That's why they could kind of pick up and go when they
I didn't
wanted to
figure that out,
and that's
when
why they
I watched
called it
the
summer
ending of
love
movie.
the whole time.
Well, I just figured it was a summer love. I didn't understand.
You probably thought she was just going.
There.
You thought she was just going to college at the end of the summer.
because not many people have a house that's that grand in a place they don't live.
Well, back then,
I get it.
in the South,
it makes sense
yes,
now
they
that
did.
you're telling me this.
Yeah.
But I was like, obviously, this is
Because
their
it's
big
family
grand
money.
house.
Yeah, it's family money. Like that house is just.
I just thought they meant they live in the town and he's out in the country.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, they went to a country house for the summer.
Yeah, no, right.
So I do think that makes sense that
now.
she was kind of.
I wonder if any of our listeners have the Deanna Carter song come to mind, "Strawberry Wine," when they're watching this movie.
Oh, I've actually heard that.
Strawberry wine.
Why would that come to mind?
17.
Because she was a teenager and they're
Hot
about to do it.
July moon. Saw everything.
You have strep throat?
The first taste of you fuck. Bittersweet. So that song's about this whole summer love thing, and anyway.
It's about doing it when you're young in the summer.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the butt.
I don't think that's what the song's about.
It's
what the movie's
I'm
about.
pretty
It says
sure.
it on the synopsis.
It says it right
but
there.
not the song.
Oh my God!
I'm not kidding, no! Stop fooling around!
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, that's the ball.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Will you? Or will you not go out with me? God damn, my head's slipping.
The crowd's a bar, you idiots!
Not until she agrees.
Go out with him, honey.
Okay, fine. I'll go out with you.
No, don't do me any favors.
No, I want to.
You want it.
Yes!
Say it.
I want to go out with you.
Say it again.
I want to go out with you.
All right, we'll go out.
All right. Yeah. I thought that was smooth.
Yeah.
That was a smooth line. All right.
I like that by the ending of all of this situation, even the guy that she's sitting with is kind of amused by it. Like, he's kind of like,
Of
it's
course.
kind of funny.
Right.
And as you said it, I didn't think about this before, but you're right. All those kids knew him. He's just this funny kid who works in the mill, and you know they've all grown up around him or whatever. But as I thought that just the time that this happened, I thought how funny it is, because if someone were to do that back then, that's probably exactly how it would have gone down. If somebody were to do that today, literally SWAT would be there
Right.
and shit. There'd be fire engines. They'd close the whole place down.
Yeah.
Even after
You
they got him
can't-
out.
You can't behave like this today.
You cannot behave
it's
like this
desperate.
today. No.
Girls will be
But I
completely
read a
turned off by
statistic
this.
that less people fall off Ferris wheels, though, since you can't do this
Since
today.
you can't do this anymore. Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a fucking widely known statistic.
Yeah. Just read an article. It was on
Didn't even have to
Facebook one
look
day.
at it.
It's like
I
the-
probably couldn't find it again. But
I think it's all relative. It's like the decrease of smallpox has gone with people dying on Ferris wheels. It's all just, it's all connected.
yeah, there's a correlation there for sure.
Some 100%.
I'm impressed.
I'm not usually like this. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you are.
I could be fun if you want. Pensive. Smart. Superstitious. Brave. And I could be light on my feet. I could be whatever you want. You just tell me what you want, and I'll be that for you.
You're dumb.
I could be that.
Yeah, I could do that. Sure, why not?
That's the easiest one.
So at this point, how are you feeling watching the movie?
He's a little desperate to me.
No. I just mean you, Rich.
That's how I was feeling. I was like, what's up with the desperation?
Right,
dude?
but are you entertained by this motion picture? Like, can you sit and watch movies like this and be entertained?
I mean, I was watching it, yeah. I mean, I wasn't going, oh my God, this is the most amazing romantic movie ever.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Huh. How do you feel about Ryan Gosling as an actor? And most specifically,
he's Ryan Gosling.
But he didn't used to be like Ryan Gosling before this.
Right.
He was like the dorky kid from Remember the Titans.
I didn't watch that movie.
In this particular movie, what is your take on him acting wise?
I mean, he's Ryan Gosling to me.
Right.
He's just Ryan Gosling. He's that same kind of quiet, suave lady killer.
He's a lady killer.
And it works. I like him.
I
like
think
him a
it's
lot.
funny just from a female perspective that, she's going, yeah, whatever. You say this to all the girls and blah,
Right.
blah. But like,
Oh, you're
that's
good.
how I
You're
would.
good.
That's how I would feel if somebody was acting this way.
Right.
Like it might come off desperate, but to me, he doesn't sound like some desperate like loser. He sounds like some dude that probably does this a lot and can talk any girl anything because it's kind of charming and it's kind of.
You're saying the character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's kind of charming, but it's kind of like, oh, you're annoying, but it's cute, and like it seems to me like he just has that personality where he pretty much could get any girl that he wants with his extreme.
Right, that's what
I'm just curious though, what your take on, and I have a reason for asking this. What is your take on him as an actor watching this movie? Because here's the thing. So before Cassavetes, I wish I knew how to pronounce this fucking name. Cassavetes. Tom Cruise was thrown in. Justin Timberlake. These were all names that popped up for the character of Noah. Okay, hold on. But Cassavetes only wanted Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
And here's the thing. So, you remember Siskel and Ebert. Roger Ebert at the time called Gosling the finest actor of his generation. And to me, that is really huge. I thought he was good in this, but fuck, I don't know about the finest actor of his generation because this is 2004. But there's some pretty badass actors happening.
I think that he did a very good job of seeming normal without looking like he's trying to seem normal.
Have
Does
you
that
seen
make sense?
Drive?
Sure. I have not seen Drive.
Wow.
Is that with him in there?
He barely talks. He
Right.
kills it.
Right.
Fucking kills it.
Well,
he's pretty good.
He was in The Believer, United States of Leland, Remember the Titans, as you said, and then he actually got an Oscar nod for Half Nelson. So he was the first Canadian in 60 years to be nominated for an Oscar.
He just does a lot of just his expressions say so much. Like, I think that's super important. Like you said, he was in Drive. He didn't say anything, but he really does in this movie. He talks a lot with his eyes. He talks a lot with his smile. He talks a lot with the way he looks off. He just, I think that in itself is kind of amazing. It's not just his dialogue.
Yeah.
I thought all the acting was great. I thought the casting was really good, except for the dad of the girl.
Oh, you didn't the dad of the girl. Okay.
girl.
All right.
I
thought he
thought
was
his
interesting.
dad would make a better her dad.
Well, I think there's a reason why the Sam Shepard honestly, I thought that casting was so good because when they stood next to one another,
Yeah.
it literally looked like father and son.
Yeah,
It was crazy. And you just, I asked Casey
He killed it.
I
I thought
just
he was
gave
amazing.
myself the chills because when he went in to make them pancakes the first night that he met Allie, I'm like, please don't let him. He's not going to turn out to be a dick, is he? Like, no, because
I thought so too, yeah.
there was just this insane love that he had for his son. And they don't even have to go into what happened to the mom or anything.
Right.
You just know that these two human beings love each other so much.
Right.
I think before that scene, even whenever they go lay down in the street and look at the stoplight, he said, me and my dad used to come here.
Yeah.
So you kind of know he can't, unless he turns out to be like some crit. Now he's a drunk and he hates himself because my mom
Right.
died.
Right.
That's really the only other way it could go. But clearly they have this good relationship. And she walks up and they're reading poetry together,
Right. And that story is amazing.
You could try it if you wanted to.
No.
Why not?
Because, I don't know, we just get up.
That's your problem. You know that? You don't do what you want.
he says that's your problem. You don't do what you want. She's not doing what he wants her to do. That's the first thing about my head. That's how does he know what she wants?
Yeah, but
she didn't want to get on the ground for whatever reason she had, and she's not doing it. So he says you're not doing what you want.
Yeah, but she has just told him what she does every day. She gets up, she eats breakfast. She goes to tutoring for Spanish or whatever, French,
piano lessons, dance lessons.
Then
how does he know she doesn't want to do that?
She just because nobody fucking wants to do that. She literally just went through her whole day. She's 17 years old, and from breakfast to dinner, her entire fucking day is full because that's what her parents are doing to her.
The reason that he said it was because he said, "Well, why not?" And she just said, because just get up." Like she didn't have a reason why not. What he's saying is that. Maybe that's not the thing that she doesn't necessarily want to do.
Skirt to get dirty.
No, but the thing is that she can't even fathom doing something like that because she doesn't do anything outside of her regular routine.
She's going through. She has her calendar, her schedule, or whatever that she does every day because that's what she's supposed to do.
And in her organized life, you don't lay in the middle of the street.
100%.
So they lay in the street, then they dance in the street.
Yep.
This guy's killing himself with expectations.
Yeah, because
this is the most romantic a guy has ever been in his entire.
Now
he
that's
is
amazing.
Killing himself with expectations.
So you're saying he should have underplayed it?
Yes. Oh my God.
Bit.
Yes.
In what way did he?
But he was very passionate, dude.
But he also fucking did it. He made this girl fall head over heels in love with him.
Right, and he's got to keep this up now.
No, he doesn't. I mean, even when they're breaking up here in a little bit. She didn't even want that.
You know what is an interesting point that I thought was neat, because I don't remember this from watching it before, was he just goes, "You're different than I expected." It's funny because he chased after her over this period of time.
Right.
And then he met her, and he was like, oh, like he realized he didn't even know her. She's completely different.
He was just enamored by her.
And
another reason why you don't go full bore in the first 24 hours of meeting someone.
But he
don't know this
he
girl.
just knew there was still something.
No, he says something. He says that he was drawn to her. Before the scene that you played earlier when they're on the street, he says, "I can be whatever." And he goes, "Listen, I was just drawn to you. I don't know why."
Yeah, and she goes, "You're good." Like that.
Yeah, you're good, but he meant it. He was saying, "I was drawn to you somehow."
We don't really know if he meant it.
I don't know, man. I think that there are certain things in life that are cosmic.
This whole thing could have been a line. It just worked out.
Let me tell you something. When me and Jaret met at a carnival and he jumped up on the Ferris wheel,
yeah,
I knew that he meant it.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why we're here today.
And it was before I was fat, so it kept going around.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't know him then. I was actually 6, and I was at Six Flags.
I love when he yelled back, "I'll pay you when I get down, Tommy."
Yeah, exactly. It's so good.
All right, Tommy. Yeah. He gets out of the chair and hangs instead. I thought that was hilarious.
I work at the lumberyard with Finn, mainly milling and receiving logs and stripping the bark.
That's lovely, dear.
Thank you.
If you don't mind my asking, how much do you make at your job?
How much money do I make? Like 40 cents an hour?
What a dickhead.
This made me want to fucking punch people in the fucking face.
Right, exactly.
And
I wanted him, and I thought for sure it was going to happen. Was like, "Oh, well, how much do you make? You can ask me, but I can't ask you."
So the reason why I didn't dislike Allie's dad was because he wasn't the stereotypical dad from this time of just like, I got to keep my daughter away from all of these people.
But you know the dad wasn't the one that said that, right?
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He was concerned I'm saying, just enough.
But his thing was, hey, I'm so bummed that you missed this because this is such a huge reason why a lot of the dialogue happened. But he says, as they're just after
it's
this,
summer love.
It's summer
They're
love.
in the boat.
Yeah, there's nothing. He's like, there's nothing more to this. It's just summer love. And even when there's just so much lashing out, and he loves his kid.
Yeah,
he loves his daughter and wants to see her happy.
I got that.
I thought he was understanding of it. I think that he probably does see a little bit of his wife in his daughter.
Exactly.
I think that, the first scene where the dad's even there and she's there making out with some boy in the car, and it's back in the day,
playing
and
slap
he's
house.
smacking her butt when she gets out, and he acts very serious and like you're supposed to and stern with your daughter, and he goes in and whenever she goes in the door he smiles and he just goes, "Oh Lord," or something like, "Here we go,"
here
like
we
you
go.
would like.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a
he knows
dick
they're
at that point,
kids.
but he turned out
You wanna know
not
why
to
you
be
thought
such
that?
a dick. I just thought the
mustache.
casting.
Well, I think overall,
The mustache was bad.
I think that's one of the appealing things about the movie The Notebook is in all of these circumstances where normally the stereotypical thing would be for the person to be a total fucking asshole, a dick. Even there's no wicked people. There's none. Honestly, even the fact that the letters get hidden and all of this, you know, the mom ends up having a heart and all this. Like, there's no one's evil. Even the fucking fiance isn't evil. Right. There's no one is evil. This is almost a story that could really happen.
Sure.
No, maybe it is.
Absolutely.
It's not a tall tale. You know, there's a little bit of What About Bob that happens.
Yeah, he got a little bit What About Bobby with this one, but
fine. Yeah, well, just because
it was the second that she went, whenever the parents were like, "We're leaving today," when she goes to the lumber yard and she tells the boy, like,
and he's
where
like,
is he?
I was up all night with him last night.
It's not going to happen. Go away.
I'm not going to tell him that everything's going to be okay. Y'all broke up, and I'm like, this is What About Bobby?
I know.
Like, just fucking tell the guy. Like,
and then he tells her,
yeah,
don't bother him, don't contact him. If he cares about you, he'll contact you, which is funny because that's why she didn't write letters.
Then the letters
to him.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, I just kind of didn't care what that dude said.
What? The Sean
Finn.
That's all right. It all worked itself out.
I liked Finn, actually. I always liked the best friend. I think it was good casting. It was good to see that kid in something else.
Well, what about me? Now, don't I get any say in this?
Do you want to say in this?
Yes, I would.
What do you want?
I want a white house with blue shutters and a room overlooking the river so I can paint.
Anything else?
Yes. I want a big old porch that wraps around the entire house. And we can drink tea and watch the sun go down.
Okay.
You promise?
I promise.
I just can't believe that these people would move out of this plantation house and take everything.
Except the piano.
Except the grand piano.
It was out of tune.
And they didn't matter. They even left the fucking bench. What the fuck? Was that, like, what is the point of it? That drove me nuts. I'm like, oh, there's just going to be a fucking piano. Like, the stairs are so broken,
right?
You can't even walk up them, but there's a grand piano with a bench there.
That you can play. It's out of tune, but you can play.
It's out of tune, and it's only out of tune a little bit, just so that you notice.
It was out of tune.
No,
it was not saloon out of tune.
Isn't there something that's appealing, though, about, like, a old out of tune piano? I don't know, man. I like it.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
It was not saloon out of tune.
I get that you're trying to be like all musical. I know shit with the saloon out of tune thing, but here's the thing. I think there's something appealing.
Y'all watch Tombstone. We already had this conversation.
All right, so they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
In this house with the spiders.
Well, he has.
When you're young, you kind of just got to find a spot.
Jesus Christ. She knows. She was there more recently than the two of us.
That's
not that the two of us ever did it.
So you would have done it in an old house with spiders and dust everywhere. Oh my God. You just have vagina dust.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
honestly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then what's the deal?
And let's go from a male standpoint. We didn't give a shit.
No, we didn't.
When we're that age, it was you just stick it in whenever and wherever you can.
Is now the time that it's okay to stick it in?
Yes, exactly. We're going to do that right now.
Did we ever confirm if my dad listens to all of these?
I'm not sure. I think at this point, you just got to put it out of your head.
Yeah. So what is the deal with them standing 3 car lengths away and undressing?
So Casey asked me this as we were watching, and she said, what is the deal with the whole, like, looking at each other and uncomfortably undressing? Did you do that? And I'm like, no. I mean, like, most people, it's just, like, jeans down to the knees and just get it over with as quick as you can.
I mean, why aren't you, like, kissing and then just sliding stuff off during the kissing? I mean, it was, like, such an exhibition.
I know, I talked to him about that. Like,
it's like strip poker. It's like, you take off one, and then I'll take off one.
Well, that was the comedic thing, though, is that they're taking off it. She takes off her top, and then he takes off his shirt.
Right.
And then he looks at her, and all she has is her bottoms, and she rips off her earrings.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, we both laughed at that. That was a good little comedic moment.
I actually have a clip of that.
Fuck! Seriously? It's like you're photoshopped.
Now you can take off your dress.
No.
Yes.
No way. Not with all that going on. No, thank you.
The fuck was that? What was that from?
Have you never seen this movie?
No.
It's a Crazy Stupid Love or whatever.
I don't.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Have you seen it?
No.
What? Oh,
we're saying no.
Fucking amazing joke.
You never saw Remember the
Titans
Titans
by you two.
I had to watch that like every 6 months at school on movie day.
Well, there's a bunch of people laughing right now at that clip.
At that clip?
Fuck yeah. It's him. It's him. It's Ryan Gosling and redhead Emma Stone.
Uh-huh.
And,
I did want to see that.
And he took the shirt off and he's like chiseled out of stone. And she's like, what the fuck? Are you Photoshopped or something?
Yeah, I forgot.
No, that's good.
I did want to see that, but I never saw it.
Okay, so here's the thing. So this is a good time to bring this up. So if we're talking about Ryan Gosling's chiseled self. So I actually have 2 songs about this movie and or Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
I had never seen it before, so I'm going to play them for you right now. So right now, so there's a Jaret song I want you to hear real quick.
Jaret is a song with you and your best friend.
Yeah, so Jaret is a band with me and my best friend Linus, and we have a song called Clear Your Browser History, which was number 1 on Funny or Die.
Jaret doesn't.
Yeah, it was number 1 on Funny or Die for almost a half a year.
Are you serious?
In the music, and it's still top 5 music.
Oh, wow.
In there. So anyway, check this out. Here's my Ryan Gosling line from that song. How do you spell Motley Crue? And how many crunches can Ryan Gosling do? Facebook stalking pictures of your mom, trying to land a job at Hooters on Monster.com. So many ways to waste the time. Googling the first thing on my mind before my boss comes in and catches me. I'm gonna clear my browser history.
Now, I'm a little offended by this.
Yeah?
You don't know the plight of having to clear your browser history when your boss is coming in. You don't know that plight. I know that plight.
I get it. No, but I do know the plight of having your fiance know the password to all your devices and never know where her devices are.
Right.
So she's constantly on my shit.
And then Cole busts you on the very first podcast we've ever done.
Everything.
That's so funny because I kind of forgot about that one. Like the very first podcast, like wherever. I think that's the only time I ever like.
That was
spoke.
the introduction to Casey.
Yeah, because Chris pulled me aside at the birthday party and was like, "My favorite thing you've ever said," and I fucking completely forgot about it. It was about you not clearing your browser history.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and she's like, and you have a song about it. So good. Anyway, if you're interested, that is a song by Jaret. It's off our album called Jaret Rhymes with Vaginas.
Noah? I know I said that I wanted you to make love to me, but I think you're gonna have to talk me through this. Yeah.
Did I hurt you?
No. I'm just having a lot of thoughts. I'm just having a lot of... Never mind. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking right now?
Holy shit.
You know, right this second. Did you know that this was going to happen when you brought me here?
Yes.
No, you didn't think
No.
Of course I thought about it.
You did? Well, what did you think? I'm talking too much, aren't I?
Yes! You
I'm just
are!
gonna shut up. Mum's word.
Mum's the word. Okay, good. Get this show on the road.
You alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just don't understand.
Oh my God!
Poor guy.
One thought. I'm going crazy over here, but no, with you, everything's fine.
Oh,
you don't have a care in the world?
God, dude.
Jesus Christ.
This was torture for me.
It had to have been.
This fucking was torture. I had stood up because I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm like pacing around the room. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
She was nervous.
Oh my God.
I don't really know that. Was it nerves?
44 years
Yes,
old.
it was nerves. She was about to lose her virginity. It was a big deal.
Yeah, I get that.
Because they hadn't even like practiced anything. Like they just went for it.
Yeah,
they just touched her boobs over the shirt for the first time 20 minutes earlier. You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
yeah, that's
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Did they do it?
No, they didn't do it.
Did they? Yeah, they didn't do it.
No,
Did he
they
stick
didn't.
the tip in?
No,
or what's?
Well, we don't really know that because
they didn't do it though.
No, because it bursts in.
Well, they reference later when they're eating.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
This is the room. Oh, this is the room.
This
so
is
why
the
is
room.
this room
Yeah,
so
but
important?
when they actually, because that's where they were. That's where the whole night ended. That's the whole thing happened. That's
all right. I
but
guess.
whenever they finally did have sex later, she goes, oh my, she goes, are you kidding me? This is what I've been missing all this time.
Yeah.
They didn't have sex.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's right.
I
You're
think
wrong.
you stuck the tip in.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Just
count.
the tip.
Just the tip.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Maybe they did it in the butt.
Counts for
Maybe
boys
that's
and not
why
girls,
She was
I
like,
think.
oh,
Right?
you did it in my
What's
butt.
that?
Maybe
Is that how it works? Like that counts for boys but not girls?
What, if just the tip goes in?
Yeah.
No, I think it pretty much counts.
Doesn't count.
Wait, it doesn't count for girls?
No.
That's such a fucked up thing. Why would it?
You're not even hitting the hymen at that point.
Yeah,
It
you're not
definitely
even-
doesn't count for boys then if you just put the tip in.
No, it doesn't. I'm just saying. Like I feel like if you're talking to your friends or something, maybe it would count, but it doesn't count.
It means you stuck the tip in. That's what it means.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing happened.
I'm a good tipper. I have to be.
20%, man.
Yeah, because of my job. If I tip somebody bad, it'll fucking make it on the internet. So I have to fucking tip good all the time.
What is it? Page 6?
Yeah, it's some
Jaret
kind of
read
shit
it.
or whatever. No,
Terrible
you know
tipper.
that fucking happens to
I
people
know.
all the time, and I fucking hate it because we'll get some shitty ass service.
Did I tell you that somebody told me one time that you were a bad tipper?
I know that, but which is bullshit. I'm the best tipper of all time. Did you defend me?
Yes, I did. We were actually just first dating, and this guy didn't. He didn't even know that we were dating, which is funny. And Autumn goes, "Go tell Casey what you just told me." And he goes, "Apparently, the dude from Bowling for Soup is a really shitty tipper because my friend's a waitress at I think the Rusty Beagle and blah blah blah." And I was like, "I don't know because I've gone a lot of places with him recently, and I know that the waitress at the Rusty Beagle fucking sucks." Like, she's
Yeah,
the worst.
right?
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure she got at least 20%. For being a shitty
waitress. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or I was too drunk to fucking work the pen.
Yeah, whatever. That happens.
It does.
That doesn't happen.
It does happen.
She is out fooling around with that boy till 2 o'clock in the morning, and it has got to stop. I didn't spend 17 years of my life raising a daughter and giving her everything so she could throw it away on a summer romance.
Daddy,
she will wind up with her heart broken or pregnant.
Man.
Now, he is a nice boy. He's a nice boy, but he's
what?
He is trash, not for you.
So have you seen the movie Room?
No.
This is the mom in Room as well, and she's a fucking great actress.
She's in all the Bourne.
Oh, that's
movies.
right.
Yeah.
She's like the head agent in the
Right.
Bourne
All of the Bournes.
something's movies.
Bourne Ultimatum.
And
Bourne
Identity.
Primacy, the Bourne
The Bourne,
Legacy, or whatever.
the stillborn.
Oh, why?
Bring it down.
Sorry, guys, I couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah, you just went.
I don't know. I said stillborn like BOURNE, like not BORN.
Oh, now it's us. Now we're the
Yeah,
assholes.
you fuckers.
Now
You
we're the
guys are
assholes.
leaving out the U. I just got back from England. I put the fucking U in.
You're so stupid.
And they got back at 2 a.m. What the fuck were they doing? If they didn't have sex, what were they doing to get two in the morning?
They walked to the house. They hung out. I mean, they didn't show everything in between them leaving the house and getting to the house.
True. He went in, lit all the candles, all that stuff. And the thing is, too, is, I don't know, 2 a.m. is pretty late back then.
That's late
You
now.
don't know it's 2 in the
If
morning?
Emma didn't come home till 2 a.m, you didn't know where she was.
But at 17, I don't know.
That's true. My mom had a rule that if I wasn't coming home at 17, which I was a senior in high school in 17, pretty much it was be home by 1 or don't come home at all.
I
Those were her
had to
rules.
be home at midnight until I
does
got
that mean?
into college.
It means don't come banging around my house after 1
Really?
o'clock.
100%. I had to be home by midnight until I got into
Mine
college.
was 10 o'clock, like all through high school, I think. 10. And then I just started coming home early. Like, I'd just come home at 9:30 and go, nothing going on. I go to
And then
bed.
sneak out?
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll
Dude,
the car
fucking-
down the hill.
Exactly. Holy shit, dude. The rolling the car down the hill was the best. Because I had friends that would fucking roll up with the lights off. They'd cut the engine and turn it off. And that we lived on a hill. And we just like, we'd push that down or whatever. But here's the catch. I told my mom I was sneaking out.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Why?
not sneaking
So
out.
she would
That's
know,
just
but
going out.
I just did because I didn't want her to tell my dad. My dad would have flipped out. Told my mom I was sneaking out all the time.
That's weird.
I told my mom I was sneaking out when I was in 7th grade going to fucking toilet paper houses.
Oh, hell, well, if you're gonna do it, why wait until the summer ends, huh? Why don't you just do it right now? Huh? Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, stop it. Oh. gonna do it. It's over. Okay, it's over. Don't touch me. I hate you. I hate you.
I'm gonna go.
Why don't you just don't get out? Leave! Go! Go! No, just wait a minute. We're not really breaking up, are we? Come on. This is just a fight we're having, and tomorrow it'll be like it never happened, right?
Oh my God, the crazy came out.
Oh man,
What happens?
This is fucking crazy.
This
should not happen.
The amazing thing during this scene is you see that there is a real conflict between the two of them. Ryan Gosling did not like her at first.
Oh, really?
Actually tried to get her kicked off the movie.
Oh, really?
Like, really fucking tried
what's
to get
wrong
her
with her?
off.
She seems
Couldn't do it. They could not fucking make it work. Ironically, they do an intervention. They make them sit in the same room, air out all their shit or whatever. They do this movie. They become a couple. And so it's one of those things where they fucking couldn't stand each other. But the thing is he's like reaching for anyone, any and everything that could have been anybody else to be in this movie.
Right.
Other people that are thrown around. Jessica Biel auditioned for this part. Ashley Judd. Oh, man. Are you an Ashley Judd? You don't like Ashley Judd?
They became a real couple, like in real life?
They did. Reese Witherspoon, the prom queen, by the way.
Yep. Wait, what?
Yeah, Reese. I have her be the prom queen at High School Never Ends.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a song of yours.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a song of mine.
I'm gonna go.
The cool thing is, though, if you think about this, so let's dig deep here. Britney Spears was also considered for this role.
Oh, that would have been terrible.
So, but Justin Timberlake was considered for the role of Noah. Now,
how long? When was this?
This is 2004.
Oh,
okay, so understand this.
I couldn't
Ryan
tell
Gosling,
when it was made.
Britney Spears, and Justin Timberlake were all on the Mickey Mouse Club together.
Ryan Gosling was on Mickey Mouse.
Yes, and he was so cute and
with
tiny.
Christina Aguilera as well. So Ryan Gosling essentially beats out Justin Timberlake for this role.
Right.
And could have easily had been with Britney Spears, Ashley Judd, whatever.
Right.
So that would have been really interesting. Not the same movie with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears.
Have you ever seen her act?
I'm in a movie with Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
But have you ever seen her act? Because I don't think she's ever acted.
I forgot you're in Crossroads.
I am in Crossroads. That's right.
I never saw Crossroads.
We should totally fucking
We're definitely doing one of your movies.
One of my movies for sure. I don't know if Crossroads is the one. It could be.
It should be that one because I haven't
That's a
seen
pretty
it.
good one. But
Because Cursed is so much better? Or?
Cursed is all right. What's funny about both movies where I'm actually in them, the stars that came out of them is fucking crazy because it's Anson Mount is huge now. And
is he? Yeah, I love Anson Mount.
Yeah, he was
badass.
he was in Crossroads, and then
Hell on Wheels was the big one for him.
And then the dude that what is it? Jesse, what's his face?
Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg is in Cursed, and now look at that fucking guy. He's in everything. So pretty crazy how it all works out.
Probably one of the biggest movies of the summer.
Yeah,
Batman and Batman v
That's
Superman.
true. He's going to be who is he going to be?
He's Lex Luthor.
He's Lex Luthor. That's right. Do we want to talk about that?
So we're doing Batman.
And we're doing Batman next.
I tallied up the votes.
Okay.
And Michael Keaton's first Batman is the one that had the most votes with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Okay, so it should be fun. That's old school, one that I've actually seen before. So
awesome.
Excited about that. And if you're digging the podcast, by the way, check out our Patreon site, patreon.com. You can just search Jaret Goes to the Movies or Car Sick Fat Kids Productions, or you can just go to jaretgoestothemovies.com and click on Support Us. We put a bunch of different outtakes, and we do a post-show little thing that we put up there. And we also do these Google Hangouts. There's a level where you can actually be a part of the podcast, which we will actually have Dave Murray, one of our $50 subscribers, sitting in on the Batman podcast via Skype.
Noah was desperate. He wrote to Allie that he was sorry and stupid for breaking up with her. He wrote to tell her that he still loved her and he wanted to see her, and that if she would write back, he would come to wherever she was. He wrote one letter a day for a year, 365 letters, but they all went unanswered.
We didn't even talk about the fact that she just woke up in the morning and they're leaving. I mean,
Well, yeah, we sort of hit on it earlier.
Well,
but
I guess the parents just said, let's just get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
we're just going to get the fuck out of here. We're not, but that's what I'm saying is like, I don't think either of them knew. And when you're 17 and how old is he in this
about
movie?
same team, like 18.
So you're 17, 18 years old.
But she's going to college.
And but she's not leaving for another week. That's a fucking million years when you're that age. You know, like he is right.
Summer.
We have the rest of the summer. We're going to work this out.
Right.
There's no way he's driving away thinking it's forever. And the reason you know that is because when she comes to the lumberyard or whatever and tells Finn that this is what's happening, he fucking loses his shit whenever he finds out, and he goes to try to chase her and find her. And you know,
gate's locked. And
by the way, when he hits that gate, it was an accident.
Really?
He was not supposed to hit the gate. In fact, they damaged the fucking gate and had to pay a shitload of money for the filming of it. And but they were just like, well, we got a great shot. It's
Which
worth
is funny because he was later in Drive. But
yeah, okay.
I don't know.
But I thought it was interesting because the sound of it and everything, it was like they had mic'd it to happen, and just you couldn't have shot it better.
That's funny, but that's a lot of parental control. I mean, her mom really did not want her near that boy for one more second. Well, that's so interesting.
Yeah, and you find out later why, you know, and I guess that's it. It's like you can have all this. This is what you can have now.
I didn't care about any of that stuff. I fixated on one thing.
Yeah.
And that was no one, and I mean no one, is writing 365 letters. One a day? No. It's not happening.
I guess if you're...
I can't even email that much.
He's an artist. I mean, he builds furniture, and he's a poet and all these things. I mean...
No.
You know what? I don't really know if that's true. I think it's... Especially being him.
Happening.
Like, think about what his life is. He's living in this really shitty small town.
And this big, amazing...
65 letters.
Amazingly, like, beautiful, rich girl comes, and the parents, like, rip them all away.
These aren't tweets. These aren't 140 characters. These are letters.
Well, you know what? Patience was different back then, too.
Yeah, think about... Well, yeah, if they had text messages, there would have been 9,000 of them. They just had letters, so they got...
Well, you know what? This is interesting. That's an interesting point you bring up. Because this is the thing. Do you know that this story... Have you thought about this? This story could never happen again.
Ever.
Because of technology. Because the thing is if she's leaving or whatever, like you're just calling her in the car, you're texting her, FaceTime, whatever. Like everyone is is right there at your fingertips. No one is that far away. There's no letters. No fucking letters.
Right.
This story is just kind of funny to me. When I was in middle school or maybe ninth grade, I had a boyfriend who was a little shit. He was just a bad kid. He just was. He was always a troublemaker and all that stuff. My mom gave him the benefit of the doubt, right? And he's like, oh, I'm sure, like, he's a good guy. And he just was just a shitty kid. He just was. And so my mom, I guess he called my mom on the phone because she grounded me and was like, you can't stop me from seeing Casey. And my mom goes, let me fucking tell you something right now.
This is a true story.
This is a true story. She goes, I'm going to tell you something right now. I can move her to fucking Alaska tomorrow.
Right.
And you don't get to talk to her ever again. I have that control. You fucking don't. And that's so true. And there wasn't text messaging back then.
Exactly.
And I didn't have a cell phone, and that would have been it. She was like, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually make it happen. It can. And back then you could. Now you kind of can't.
And guess what, Casey? He would have not written you 365 letters.
You never know.
Fucking no way.
Noah and Finn enlisted together, and after 2 years of chasing Rommel through the North African desert, they were deployed to Patton's Third Army in Europe.
This is the thing. As soon as they're fucking listening to the radio, I swear to God, ask Casey. As soon as he goes and gets him to listen to the radio and they're saying I just go, Finn is fucked.
Yeah.
He is fucked.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That dude is dying 100%.
It was the worst death. He looked drunk. He just looked drunk.
But did you not notice that he was blown completely apart?
I'm just saying he looked drunk.
He had body parts all over.
I didn't see any body parts.
Oh, no. As the camera rolls up, his limbs are just off him. It's true. And he's just laying there, just this, like a buoy in the ocean.
No, he's alive for a second. You see the alive in his eyes.
But you can live without limbs, dude. You can live without limbs for a few minutes.
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he came up on him. And
I'm just saying he looked drunk.
Yeah, well, I hope he was. Jesus Christ. I bet that sucks to get blown apart like that.
My first thought when he died.
Just didn't process what you just said. Sorry.
My first thought when he died was, Fuck that other bitch. Finn's girlfriend is single now.
You liked her, did
hot.
you?
Oh my god,
You
she
liked
was
her?
the hottest girl in the movie.
Oh, miss? I'm all better. Now, how's about that date?
Allie was surprised how quickly she fell in love with Lon Hammond.
I was like, holy fuck, James Marsden's in this.
Who's James Marsden?
That's the guy. That's Lon Hammond.
Okay.
You don't know who he is?
No, and I
Never seen
thought
him
that I
before?
recognized him
yeah.
from a lot of stuff. So what else has he been in?
He's like a young Guy Pearce. Like, I get them two mixed up. It was like Guy Pearce could play his father or him in a different time period. They should like go around and do different time period movies together as each other.
What I think is interesting about this whole entire situation is that in most movies, there's plenty of movies where like the woman's with another man, there's a wedding, and you have to stop it.
Right.
But you don't usually see them in love, like they really do show that they're in love and they're happy and they really enjoy each other. And I think that's pretty cool because, it's actually a real conflict, and that's really what would happen over 5 years. You might meet somebody and fall in love.
That's what I keep saying. There's no evilness. You
like him.
All of it. You do, and you feel bad. And honestly,
smooth proposal.
You think he could just become an asshole because that would be the move.
You were expecting that when he
him
found
to
out
be a dick or whatever, and to go
town.
whoop his ass or whatever.
Right, yeah.
You kind of have to also commend her for, attracting good men. You know,
I feel like if she'd ended up with him, that he could have paid for some decent health care that could have kept her out of dementia. But
you're such a dick. Jesus Christ! I feel like Noah did just fine.
No, if he married him, she would have been like a really, really nice home while he was with his like new hot 20-year-old wife. That's like,
oh,
well, he's also a billionaire. Why? Oh, because I'm the new hot 20-year-old wife.
Because he could have been, he could have been doing the same thing. You don't know.
I don't know, but it's cool. You like him, you really do. I mean, that's interesting. As far as these types of movies go, it's very, very different how they did it, and I think that's cool that Nicholas Sparks made it that way.
I sold the house.
You sold the house?
Yep. Got to be out by the end of the month. Between that and your GI Bill, you ought to be able to get it now.
Get what?
Your dream house, the Windsor Plantation.
What the fuck? Who sells their house? No. This is not how you do
No,
things.
I actually think it's great. It's like, he sacrifices for his son. And he's like, yeah, but where are you going to live? Well, with you, dummy. I'm going to fucking help you out.
With you,
so
dummy.
Good.
Yeah, but that is not a livable house. You can't live in that house.
Yeah, but he knew that it was going to happen. And he knew that, it's back then, you get to a certain age, and what are you going to do? You're going to leave this existing house with him, or you make him go live his dream, And I'm not saying that I would have made those same decisions, but I get it. And that's a freaking father's love, dude.
It was a great thing to put in a fictional story. I'll say that.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. You see things. I mean, you really do see and read about things that are similar.
All the time. Yeah. Where there's, where a parent sacrifices all they have because, hey, I don't have a lot of time left on the earth, and you should enjoy these things that we built together. Here's your GI Bill, and here's our house.
His son just came home from fighting a war. That's a big deal. He's happy he has him home. He wants him to live his life. And then also, I mean, as far as Noah being impacted by he has to be impacted a little bit by being called trash. That's why he starts building this furniture and he really makes a living of it. But to be the father that's raising a boy that comes home heartbroken because he was called trash and then his girlfriend ran away, I mean, I'm sure he did have big goals for him that he can be better than people expect him to be.
I'm probably projecting. So here's what would happen in my situation with my kids. Hey, I sold the house so you could have your dream house. Oh, sorry, Dad. I totally don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to go do this other thing.
Right.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you're not from small town America back in, when is this?
I already
40s?
sold that. Now I'm homeless. Well, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm moving to Alaska.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker.
Good luck fixing up that house, you 80-year-old fuck.
That's me.
See you later. You know what? Speaking of him building furniture, Ryan Gosling actually built the kitchen table that they sit at in real life in preparation for this role. So apparently he's
he
like
wanted to know.
Well, apparently
stuff.
he's like, and this is when I meant to bring this up earlier when we were talking about his acting. He's real methody. Mm-hmm. So he's real Daniel Day-Lewis.
Kind of like you. You're methody.
Am I? You're methy.
Well, you're more like Southern Baptist.
Is that true? Yeah. No, I'm not looking at any of that stuff. Not any of that stuff. Fuck you. Anyway, I thought it was. He just doesn't seem like that kind of actor to me. But apparently, that's what he does. So, he's got a great reputation as a great actor. And apparently he can make the shit out of a table.
In time, Noah finished the house.
Okay, smile. Here we go.
He took a good look at what he had accomplished, got rip-roaring drunk for 10 days, thought seriously about setting it on fire, and finally put the house up for sale.
I love the fact that they start to introduce a little bit of comedy here and there now. So I thought, he got drunk for 7 to 10 days, thought seriously about setting it on fire, because, what's left in this guy? I mean, it's almost like he's just sort of laughing at shit.
Nobody does this.
What do you mean nobody does what?
Fucking finishes a house.
It's a movie.
In hopes. Right. But I'm just saying, no one does. No one finishes a house in the hopes that it would win her back.
I don't think, this isn't her words. I don't think he thought that it was going to win her back. I think he did it because he promised her and he promised himself. This was his thing before he even brought it into her world. He obviously had been thinking about this plantation home for a lot longer than she had been around, because the dad knew about it.
After he finishes, why does he want to burn it down then?
Well, because at that point, like, what the fuck do you have left? Your dad's gone. Everything's gone. Like, what am I going to sell it to somebody else and let them have it? Or I fucking...
Yeah, this is a connection to his dad as much as it is to her.
It's one of those things where I think you've given everything you possibly can, and here's this thing, and if I can't have it, no one else can. I think that's an all right mentality.
I think so too. Yeah. Why would you want another couple to come in here and live their life and raise their children in this place that you
totally
envision this big?
I wouldn't have sold it.
Exactly.
Either. I can attest that I get a lot of shit done when I have a broken heart. Like I get so
skinny.
Me too.
That's our. By the way, we haven't said this to the public, but we'll go ahead and put that out there now. Casey and I are going to break up for about 6 months.
We're going to get super hot.
We're going to get super skinny, and then we're going to get back together around Christmas.
It actually would work.
So we'll just see how that works.
Like one messy one, like the screaming, almost slam your finger in the car, like screaming.
I'm going to slap myself in the face.
It's going to be awesome.
Martha Shaw was hot.
Who's Martha Shaw?
That's
girl
his girl.
With.
The army widow.
Yeah, and also,
I think he did do her in the butt though.
100%.
Okay, so she gets pissed off at James Marsden. I never paint anymore. Like, it's his fucking fault that she doesn't paint.
She's not pissed off. No, that's a reality check. Actually, and I'm going to be honest. Like, this is.
But she's like, that's why I should be with this guy because I don't paint with you.
No, that's not what she's saying. She's saying that she's got caught up in all of this
being rich and successful and being awesome and having a great life.
She's lost who it is that she wanted to be and who she was.
But why is that his fault?
It's not
Are
his
you
fault.
projecting?
What she's saying is this.
You're looking angry.
So, no, but Casey and I have actually had this conversation.
Did you fart?
I did fart.
I can smell it.
And it fucking stinks.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys.
I was like in a fucking.
You know what's weird about my life is that I'm to a point where, first off, I'm talking through a shirt, and that's cool. I'm to a point in my life where Jaret can't even casually blame the dog every once in a while because they both fart so often that I know the distinct smells.
Well, that's true.
Of whose asshole it comes out of.
We're taking a break. I gotta go to
Okay, we're gonna take a break here. Hey guys, we'll take a small break.
I live in an asshole.
Oh, fuck.
While we're taking a break, why not listen to the song called Real by Bowling for Soup, where I mention the movie The Notebook.
So stupid.
I could never live up to the man that's in your head. You want the guy from The Notebook, but you got me instead. But you'll be sorry when I'm gone. I never said I was perfect. Who the hell was perfect anyway? Sometimes I really fuck up. But maybe I learned from my mistakes, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be. All that I ever am is me, and I'm never gonna change. Here's the deal, I'm just trying to be real, real, real. I'm just trying to be real, real, real. I never was the hip kid. I always use words like hip. Judas Priest on my Walkman. When Culture Club was the shit.
All right.
Well,
We're back from the fart.
What is this on? I mean, album is this?
This song is called Real. It's on Bowling for Soup, Lunch Drunk Love.
This is a good song.
Thanks, man. You
Like,
don't even
really good.
You don't even like my music at all.
No, you should write more songs. This is the kind of stuff you're writing.
Yeah, but you fucking hate all of my songs.
No, this is good. This
I don't
is
think he's
really
heard
good.
all your songs. I think he's just got the
I've never heard all of his songs.
the hits and
I've
stuff.
barely heard any of his songs.
I've got a bunch of songs. No, that song
This
was...
is good. This is a very well done song.
Thanks. That's a fan favorite. People really like it. It's just a song about how...
Do you do this in concert? You didn't do
No, we don't. But
Yeah.
it's a song about how it's super hard to be everything. You know, it's funny because I feel like there's a point in this movie where he's doing the thing, and I totally didn't mean to tie this in at all, but where he's like, I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Right.
And I think at some point, you know, you have to just be yourself. And that's what this song is about. You know, I can't be who you want me to be.
Yeah,
I can
you
only
can't
be me.
keep that up forever. That's what I'm saying. He was ruining himself.
Yeah,
with
but at the same
expectations.
time, I feel like they had such a passionate love. Freaking crazy.
Hello. I saw your picture in the paper. The one with you in the house, and I just wanted to come and see if you were okay. I mean, I wasn't in the neighborhood or anything. So are you okay?
No, bitch, I'm not okay.
No, but actually, Casey nails it with her with when she said earlier how he does, and now I'm starting to get it. He acts with his eyes. I mean, you could just see, like, you know, you're this, all of these feelings that I have. You know, I've been working on this house forever, and you're just gone for what, 7 fucking years, and
he knows she's with somebody else.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he saw her with him at the restaurant.
Yeah, which
hey, God, bitch, the shutters are blue. It's
Yeah,
white.
exactly.
There's a wraparound porch. Now
Yeah.
ask me again if I'm fucking okay.
Well, she doesn't know that yet. But,
Yeah, and I mean, there's
yeah.
there's a thing in the newspaper about their wedding on the same page as his house. He had to have read it too, and then she just shows up.
Good point. Fantastic. I never thought about it from the other side, actually. I never thought that, hey, he probably saw the article too and saw that she's like the wedding of the summer, you know? And,
Right.
oh, fuck. See? So he already knew.
Are you about to cry?
No, I'm not going to cry right now.
He's
I
crying.
might in a minute.
crying.
I don't know. I did cry a bunch. I cried
got
a
my period.
fucking
You can't
lot.
help it.
I can't help it. I'm a crier from way back. But, Rich, I'm not kidding. I do like the full-on, like, can't breathe cry. It's not like just tears coming up. I literally like, and like, I fucking do. I swear to God, I do.
It's super
I
sweet.
Did not cry the entire movie.
You did not once.
That's because you
Dude.
don't have real emotions.
I know. Well, that could be it. I got like a little throat choke.
That's a cry.
No, I didn't. But no
That's
tears
a cry
came
without
out.
tears.
Okay, well, whatever you want to call. Okay, then under your definition, I bawled my eyes out. But I didn't.
I call that the Fox and the Hound.
My choke, my
I did.
my throat.
I cry.
No,
So-
I call the lump in the throat. That's called the Fox and the Hound, because that's like when you're a kid and you saw the Fox and the Hound for the first time, and you're
You don't
just
cry at movies
trying
yet.
so hard not to cry.
I wasn't
but
trying
it
not
just
to
is
cry.
like it's the fucking worst fucking cramp in your throat ever. Try not to cry.
It just did
They
that
were
little
best
bloop.
friends.
Yeah, God damn it.
I didn't.
You sons of bitches.
I didn't cry at that
God damn it, Todd.
I hate that movie because
What movie have you cried in?
lots.
Okay, so you do
I
cry
never
movies.
saw
You're not
Lots.
just
I
What
do
is
cry
what was
movies.
Lots about? I never saw that one.
It was a
Sheesh.
parking lot documentary
Right.
From 2007.
It was a movie about an undeveloped residential area.
It was painful for everybody in the area, and it was a
You guys
long,
are idiots.
long process.
I got the lump in my throat. Like it just did the
That's
little
the fucking
bloop.
funnious thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. It's like, we gotta fucking,
All right.
dude, she's fucking funny. What am I supposed to do?
All right. So when she pulled the letters out of the trunk,
Yeah.
my throat got a little.
Yeah, and they're gift wrapped.
That kind of got me because the mom was this bitch, and then all of a sudden she's not this.
She's
bitch
a
that
real
got me.
person. Yeah.
But the thing, again, no one is evil. She says to her, I think I know you better than you think you do. Get some clothes on, let's go.
Right.
And then even the look where the guy's shoveling the rocks or whatever.
and he looks at her.
And he looks at her, and she's drove by there 100 times. And he's never seen her do
And then
it.
he did.
He looked
And
right
he
at her.
did. No, but he did then. But she was telling her, like, I drive by here all the time and just watch.
But I think it was the first time he's ever really looked her in the eyes and was like, holy shit, she's right there.
You know why she does that, though?
To be relatable.
He gave her the best sex ever. She drives, parks behind that little thing, peeks around, knocks one out inside the car, and then she drives away.
That is super
I don't
weird
even know how
thing
I
to
feel
say.
about that at all.
That is
That's
sociopathic
super
and weird.
Yeah, knocks one out.
All right.
Jesus
Girl,
Christ.
Just knocks one out.
That's just.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's your turn. You can say edit it out if you want to.
Too much for this podcast, apparently.
No, this is fucking great. But how did she get to it? You know how many layers they wore back then? Do you have any idea?
There's always a way.
They had fucking dude. They put Joey Lawrence to fucking.
That's the problem you had with my comment was the layers.
Exactly. I'm just wondering how the fuck did she get in there?
Y'all are the worst.
So many layers.
She has a special petticoat.
Yeah. Well, you ever try to get into a petticoat?
Maybe all their clothes were like Spanx, and there's like a there's a hole there.
Yeah.
No. No, not back then.
Nope.
Which is very practical if you have to pee while you're wearing Spanx.
Okay,
they just put a hole in it?
Yeah.
They don't in the guy ones, by the way.
The full bodysuit?
I've heard.
Where the whole, it'd be in a different spot and it'd look really weird.
All right, this bitch can't drive. She drives into the fence. Like, what the fuck?
Well, he can't drive either. He drove into a fucking gate.
That's true.
They shouldn't drive. They need a driver.
I didn't even see him hit the gate. But she did have those 3 curls on her forehead.
Thank you. I was going to bring that up, but I thought nobody would ever notice. Yeah, she did 3 pin curls.
The first thing I noticed.
And it is a style, but they were both like they weren't very symmetrical. I should have been hired for this.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was distracted by the 3 curls on the forehead the entire scene.
It's okay. I did some bad.
First of all, I love that you guys are caught up on that. The other thing is that that fucking car could have easily run over a fence and still kept going.
That thing's like 3 tons.
Yeah,
oh my
what
God.
the fuck? Why wouldn't it start? But it worked into the story.
Yeah, I guess.
But here's the thing. So he takes her out. He says, will you please come back tomorrow? She comes back the next morning. It's like, I want to take you somewhere, but we got to hurry because the rain's coming. So he takes her into this really kick-ass stream of ducks. And I actually thought the cinematography here was fucking amazingly breathtaking. Like,
yeah, it was good.
It was so kick-ass, like how they had all of the ducks and just why they were there, and it was so symbolic. And then Casey, from out of nowhere, just strikes with this.
So she says, why are they here? They usually will fly to wherever.
South or whatever.
Yeah, they usually will fly south, and then he goes, they'll go back to where they came from.
Right.
And the whole thing's symbolic because she's a bird. She's a bird. That's the thing.
She wanted to be a bird.
Why are they here? I don't know, but they'll go back to where they came from.
But the thing was, she was also like, say you're a bird. And he's like, I don't really want to be a bird, but I'll be whatever.
I made a note of
that. He says, if you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Eventually. But, he's hesitant. But yes, he's like,
I made a note of that. Why are we birds? Why are we birds?
She's being silly. And
she's 17 years old. In another life, I want to be this.
I'm 44.
I know. I mean, I get it. I always wanted to be a street light.
I thought you were going to say stripper.
No, so people would hang out under me.
Okay.
I like it.
You can fart on them?
I fucking fart one
I'm sure
time.
some people have hung out under you in your day. You're fine.
Daddy, come home. Mama doesn't know us. She doesn't recognize you. She'll never understand.
We miss you. This is crazy. You live in here?
Yeah, we'll all help with Mom. We can take shifts visiting.
Look, guys, that's my sweetheart in there. I'm not leaving her. This is my home now. Your mother is my home.
Were you crying when he said that?
Okay.
100. I actually started crying when the children walked up.
He knew what was going to happen.
No, because
they said his children are here.
Because they said she says his, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh no! Stop!
I'm sorry.
No,
Did you just choke up?
Yeah, I just thought it was so fucking crazy because
this is beautiful.
It is serious. It is crazy. The scene was insane.
They had to fuck. I mean, they couldn't tell her that these were her children because if you tell somebody with dementia, hey, this is your child, they want to know why they don't remember.
Right.
And goddamn.
Does it make you think of your children?
No.
You're such a sociopath.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But, oh, man, Yeah, that was fucking. That scene is crazy.
It was super intense for me too.
And when she's like, it's nice to meet you, and the little grandbaby
goes and hugs her.
Help it.
He doesn't know difference. Yeah,
like
it's my
he
grandma.
just
And he goes.
and hugs her. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like Everett. If my mom couldn't remember anything like tomorrow, like Everett would know. He's little.
Right, he would just go.
Yeah, how do you explain it to them, too? Like, you can't do that.
On a slightly
even
lighter note,
even the middle children are just go, oh, it's really nice to meet you, and they've got a smile on their face, and it's been explained. But fuck, can you imagine that?
No, that's a lot. We have a super heavy Alzheimer's dementia line in my dad's side of the family. Like a lot of it. Like we're all really early.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. I know it's like genetic too, but I do remember that. I remember my grandma, his grandma, really my great grandma. Like she wouldn't remember me very often. She would sometimes, like, I remember hearing a story about my uncle going in. He stayed with her, my great uncle, and she's like tearing up or cutting up like baby pictures because she didn't know who they were, and she's just getting rid of stuff. And he's sitting there watching his mom cut up, get rid of his baby pictures because she doesn't know the fucking people in the pictures.
Oh man!
And I remember one time she told me, so my grandma Cindy, my dad's mom, and I have the same birthday. And so, like, I remember things like that where we would go to her, oh, yeah, well, we actually have the same birthday. And she'd look at me and she'd go, really? I thought you were much younger. Because she didn't realize I wasn't the same age. I was like 10, you know? Right, so it is kind of crazy to watch these things because it does really happen. I mean, your parents don't remember you. That's a big, weird thing to think about.
My grandma, the woman who raised my dad, who is actually his grandma, so she's actually my great-grandma, she had Alzheimer's. And near the end of the last, I guess, 5-10 years of her life, she was in the hospital and didn't remember. She didn't know who I was. That was the fucking weirdest thing ever, to go see her, because I was like her favorite. I spent the entire summer with her, like many summers, and didn't know who the fuck I was.
But you got to think of it in this movie as in, like, when you were young and y'all were close and you were little, and that's like your grandma. Mm-hmm. Like, could you imagine just walking in one day and her having been like, who are you, kid? Right. You know, it's crazy. It's super
it was
interesting.
I mean, to me, she died. She died a long time ago. It's a different person. And this is just
a body with a different person.
Exactly. Yeah. It was weird. It was a super surreal feeling to have someone that, like, fucking gushed love all over you for your entire life.
To not know you.
And then had no clue who you were.
Do you have any of that in your family at all? Oh, no. Take a break. I really didn't think you did. That's the only reason I asked.
I'm doing my best to try not to let him get me.
Oh, no. You got rich and the Notebook didn't. Apparently my mom's family has a lot of Alzheimer's dementia too, but I wasn't allowed to meet them because they're like crazy mountain gypsy witches that aren't allowed to talk to the rest of the family.
It just seems like if you have a family member that has dementia, it's a new adventure every day, you know? But now my grandpa, when he was slowly going, he didn't recognize people, and they would, so my mom would be like, hey, shit, I cried, episode 20. I did it, guys.
You're getting me. Fuck. God damn it, Jaret.
So, anyway, but I went, and he knew me, and it was awesome. We had the best day, and wasn't long after that. Anyway, man, guys. Shit just got real.
Oh, man. Fucking Notebook. Damn it, the fucking Notebook.
Fucking Notebook.
Jaret, you pulled a tear out.
Why didn't you write me? Why? It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years. Now it's too late.
I wrote you 365 letters.
Come again?
I wrote you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. Still isn't over.
Still isn't over. I'm about to shove my tongue down your throat.
Here's the thing.
I would too, I'll be honest.
Do you like getting rained on?
No.
Seriously,
pretty in the movies.
Yeah, it does look pretty in the movie. But here's the thing: if it rains, you just run. That's the thing.
Well, she was doing that, and then she like stopped.
I know, but the thing is, like, there's never a time in my life where I've just been, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stand here in the rain and argue.
It's just a movie, Jaret.
Oh, I get it. God damn it!
You did that to me.
It was a good scene. It was a good scene, though. I like
It was a good scene.
Yeah.
I think the rain thing's such a funny idea because I think honestly, like rain and being outside and kissing in the rain, like that all actually does seem romantic to me because of all the shit that I've grown up watching. And I might still think it's romantic if I didn't fucking pencil in my eyebrows and like stick on my eyelashes and didn't have fucking green hair dye that runs down me every time I go shower. Right. Like the rain is a shit show. Like I look like a hairless cat if my fucking face washes off. It is a disaster. Like if I was like in this type of situation and it started raining, I'm fucking running. And we'll talk about the other issues later. Like because I'm about to like melt away into the fucking earth.
Can I meet her? I'd really like to meet her.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Martha.
So this is Martha?
Hi. I'm Allie. I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard a lot about you too. You want to come in?
No! Do not let her in! Do not let her in the house!
I will say...
Holy shit, never, no, ever, no!
Don't let it happen.
Holy fuck, no!
Whatever happens, don't
Oh
do
my
that.
fuck, oh my god,
Bad
do not
idea.
let her in the house,
Not
dude!
good. No. But you know what? It goes okay.
Yeah, it was a nice little
She's making
switcheroo.
some pancakes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take him, and then you're gonna go away.
She's the sweetest person in the
Exactly.
world.
This
It is conniving and crazy. As a girl,
This is the most fictional story.
The whole time.
her coming to the door,
No.
just
Actually,
her
I
walking
don't
to the
even
door.
fucking feel like it's fictional. The whole time Casey is going, girls are fucking crazy. That we're
Yeah.
all fucking nuts.
The whole
like,
time,
this is exactly
when she
what we would
walked
do.
up to the door, when she walked up to the door, she was like, "Hi, I'm Allie," which means, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here."
Right.
Oh, hi, I'm here now. You're gonna go away.
Yeah.
We'll take those muffins, and then,
You wanna come in?
you're gonna leave forever. And
Yeah.
then later, whenever they're leaving, and she grabs him, and she kisses him by the mouth, like quickly.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They never loved each other. That's a thing. They didn't
Well,
love
she
each other.
loved him.
No,
She was a widow.
No,
She
loved
didn't.
him.
Actually,
She wasn't.
No, she didn't.
Bullshit.
You're
no,
wrong.
she even said it. She goes, "No, now I know I have something to look forward to since
That's
my
what people say.
since my husband died."
loved him.
No, she
Her
didn't.
husband died in the war,
She
and he
didn't.
lost the love. They both lost the love of their lives.
She
and
realized
then they used companionship.
She
and sex.
realized
Like, that's it.
then that she didn't love him. That was the thing.
She would have rode that dick all the way to dementia.
100%.
I'm telling you.
That
Everybody
doesn't
would
mean
have.
that she loves him.
Everybody would. And
That's
what,
not
are
how
you
love
saying
works.
that his dick breeded dementia?
Oh my god!
Is that what you're saying?
All the way to dementia.
All the way to dementia?
No, but either way, okay. So that end scene, which Rich is wrong about. She says bye. She's sensational. She kisses him on the mouth, and the whole time. All of a sudden, if you fucking actually put some creepy music to this, it's a fucking serial killer movie. You look at her drowning those dishes, and she's like, "Fucking all right, bitch,
Yeah,
that's
bitch,
it. Go
right
away.
out the window."
Go." That's why I was like, "Oh, girls are crazy. They are."
I'm
she's
sitting there going, keep your hands in your pockets. Don't kiss her. Don't. She's gonna kiss you. Oh no!
All right, we're calling it a grandma kiss. She's going away forever. Or you're getting murdered tonight.
You're getting a plate upside the head right when you walk in the fucking door. That's happening.
She was looking at her like, "Fuck, it was
I'm
misery."
just trying this plate. Yeah.
I love you.
It's like a frisbee right upside the head.
Amazing.
Bridge of the nose. Fuck
yeah,
it.
girls are crazy. They're crazier than crazy. I have inside information that you guys could never even experience.
Oh, that's true because you're a girl.
And I'm a hairstylist, which is another type of shit
She's
show.
new
All
level.
women in one area.
New level.
Doesn't look like it now, but 25 years ago. Oh my goodness, he was really something. We were out of our minds in love, let me tell you.
Out of our minds in love.
Yeah.
I thought it was Sylvester Stallone for a second. It looked. Are you laughing because I just slurred that?
No, that guy was not attractive whatsoever. I don't.
No, but you know what? Like nobody is anymore. That's the thing. Like I look at myself in the mirror.
You're
I'm
super
44.
cute.
No, I'm 44.
No, I like your face.
God, I'm fucking.
Jared, I like your face.
There's just.
Have you seen how cute his feet are? Look at his
There's
feet.
just
I'd rather
things I don't get it anymore. Like, and I look at pictures of me when I was younger, and Jesus.
I think you look like a douche early on.
Well, yeah, because you don't like anything that anybody else likes. Do you remember that I'm famous and a lot of people
I'm
like
just
me?
saying, you look kind of douchey.
Yeah, well, I know.
I like you now.
Yeah.
My grandma said to me today, she goes, well, your mom was telling me about, she's just always really defensive of you kids. Like back when you were doing the goth thing, man, I'm glad you look stupid. And I'm like, Grandma, I don't look that much. No, it was bad.
You thought I looked douchey when literally the entire world thought I was the fucking greatest thing in the world.
I know you now, though, and so when I see you,
I was not a
like
douche.
That, I'm not saying you
I
are
wasn't.
a douche.
I was
You look
super
douchey.
nice. I was super nice. Why do you mean I look
I
douchey?
can
What
think
did you
things.
look like
I'm allowed
then?
to think things.
What did you look like then?
I don't know.
How many hit songs did you have?
What does that have to do with anything?
That's what I was doing, right?
Are you gonna pull that card every time?
Are you gonna fucking completely fucking be a douche all the
Jaret,
time?
you don't
call me a
understand
douche?
how popular he was in Kansas.
Yeah, when were you popular?
1 year in Kansas.
God damn it! I wish that would fucking last for you.
And I had a mullet or something.
Did you have a mullet?
Yeah, I think so.
We're back to that. Are we back there? What about the past couple of days? They happened, you know?
I know that they happened and they were wonderful, but they were also very irresponsible.
I have a fiance waiting for me at a hotel who's going to be crushed when he
So
finds
you
out
make
what I
love
did.
to me, and then you go back to your husband? Is that your plan? Was that a test that I didn't
I made
pass?
a promise to a man. He gave me a ring and I gave him my word.
And your word is shot to hell now, don't you think?
I don't know. I'll find out when I talk to him.
This is not about keeping your promise, and it's not about following your heart. It's about security.
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
What are you talking?
He's got a lot of money.
Now I hate you, you
Well, I
smug
hate
bastard.
you. If you leave here, I hate you.
What
Hate you
are you
if you leave
paying
here.
attention to anything that's been happening?
I guess not. I think I must have misread all of those
Yeah, I
signals.
guess
This is my fucking favorite scene of the movie. Oh my god!
This is where I feel like the acting is insanely bad by him.
Bad
by him.
Oh no! This was great.
Killing. She's killing.
It
For
is
him,
all
it's
great.
just terribly delivered.
Greatness
I don't like it.
across the board.
I don't like it.
I believed every second of it.
I believe
It was
everything
so
she
true.
says.
It was so true. It was so on point.
I believe everything
fucking
she says.
nailed it.
Everything he says to me just feels really contrived and just bad.
No.
I agree.
Where he puts
Really?
it in his
Ah.
throat when he says the voice, when he's saying the words, yeah, but we're gonna put the thing with the thing and the stuff. It's fucking
man.
killing me. Killing me. But
I bought the whole fucking thing.
I loved him
Hook, line,
in
and
the
sinker.
movie for sure. Like I rooted for him until this scene, and then I'm just like, God damn it! Like it's so unbelievable.
No.
Everything he's saying,
I feel
everything she's saying feels real.
I feel like him losing his shit in this scene is supposed to be the almost the equivalent. Like he actually is just being unreasonable the way that she was in the breakup scene, except for, and maybe this sounds wrong, but I think that girls just can fucking take the crazy to a whole different level, and he just doesn't have the ability to do that. Like it's hard to be that irrational because really it doesn't always happen that way.
When he says, "We're back here again,"
I think that was good.
That's a
fucking
good line. That's a
amazing.
good line.
That's a good line.
And it was about security.
But after that, the wheels are off, and it's just it just doesn't feel good.
Couldn't disagree more.
Is it about security
here's the
though?
thing.
Yes.
Or is it
The thing you forget is that she loves him.
Or is it about what everybody else in her life wants? That's what it's about. It's not about security. She doesn't give a shit about the money.
Yeah, up until
Everybody
she came to
else
this
wants her to have
house.
security, and she's buying into that.
Maybe that's what it is. But what she wants is to please everyone, and he said that at the beginning of the fucking weekend.
Of course, yeah.
This is why it's confusing, is because up until this point, before she drove up to this dude's house, she was living a life with a man with her parents' approval
That she loved.
who
I
she
agree.
loved, deeply actually loved, and agreed to marry without even thinking about him until the day that they got engaged.
Except for the fact
She
that he
did
spent
exactly
the whole
Until the day they got engaged.
Exactly.
So
The
there's
day
a
that
real
they got
conflict.
it, the day that they got engaged, all of a sudden she saw his face.
She had lost him. She forgot about it, and then she fell in
saw
love.
his face.
So she went after to search for it, and it's only been 2 days. It's a big decision.
She spent the entire weekend with him in fucking lover's bliss.
Oh, she got laid. She's
He
fine.
was dead on. I'm telling you.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? Damn it. What do you want?
To eat. That scene, fucking great. Felt so good.
What do you want?
What do you want? What
do you want?
Do you
God damn
want?
it, just tell me what you want.
We've been through this so many times with so many things, and the great thing is when you're with the person that you love watching this movie, and she just goes, "Man,
I'm just like that.
Women are fucking hard to deal with."
Yes.
And I'm just like, "Yes, baby.
Yes,
you are."
But everybody's been in a situation where you're looking someone in the eyes and you feel like this is the simplest fucking decision to make. Just think about it, and they don't do it. Like in all the situations, whether it be like a friend or a parent or a sibling or a relationship or something where you're going, just, it's one simple question, answer it, that happens.
Because it seems simple to the person saying that, but that person has there's so many things feeding out of that. And so she's like, okay, I decide I want to be with you. I've got to hurt this guy. I've got his whole family. This thing, we already bought a wedding dress. There's this. Then I go with him. The
governor's coming.
Yeah, I go with you, or I go with him, and then I leave you here with this plantation. You're obviously going to set it on fire. I don't want that. I wanted the blue shutters. I don't want them to burn. There's just a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure and family name involved in her wedding coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big thing. Like, people.
But at the same time, God damn it, if you're listening to this and you're in any sort of situation where you're young or whatever, and you have to make a decision about anything, choose happiness. Because this fucking life is super short. Believe me, I just turned 44 years old, and God damn it, it's good to be happy.
Choose security.
Suck a dick.
Mac Windows.
Happiness will not always be there. Choose security.
Always choose happiness. Doesn't fucking matter.
Security.
Security is bullshit. Security could end literally tomorrow. You could fall off a ladder. You could fall down the stairs. You could fucking be
not if
injured.
You're doing security right.
If you're doing
Did you think?
Are you happy? Motherfucker,
yeah.
no, you're not.
I am too,
dude. You're the fucking non-happiest
this is the happiest
ever.
I've been. In
Yet now, because we fucking intervened in your shit or whatever, I saw you at your party. Nobody ate the chicken salad sandwiches. You were fucking bummed out.
I ate the Chick-fil-A.
Everybody ate the nuggets. Everybody ate the nuggets. Nobody ate the chicken salad sandwiches. It fucking fucked him up.
When we have our like wedding or fake wedding ×2 or whatever we do, we might as well just get a fucking bunch of Chick-fil-A nugget platters because people love that shit.
They love it.
More than they like anything else.
It was us. Oh, it was darling. Us. Oh, my sweetheart. I love you so much.
Noah, what happened to me?
Nothing. You just went away for a little while.
How much time do we have?
I'm not sure. Last time it was no more than 5 minutes.
That's the scene that choked me up the most. I didn't cry, but it choked me up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again.
He said, last time we had 5 minutes. Then you get the pouring of the, oh my God, he does this all the time.
Exactly. So
to get her to this one point that he can have 5 minutes with her.
Right.
Where he's mostly just explaining that, we've about got 5 minutes.
When he started reading the story, Jaret looked at me and he goes, does he do this every day? And that got him because he just thought about it. Like,
right,
holy shit.
Exactly. That's
and he does because
this is going to be a good day. You say that every day.
Yeah, exactly. So he reads her the story every single day. You said no, but he does.
I just wanted you to watch it, right? Like,
Did that get you?
A little bit, yeah.
I did. I wanted you to watch the movie and see it because I didn't want to tell you the whole thing, because this is one of those movies you have to piece it all together.
Right.
I think,
but that is every day of his life. Right. Every day of his life, he wakes up.
Yeah, that's his home now. He said that.
Yeah,
your mom is my home.
Yeah, and he goes.
Oh, that was a good line.
He reads the story to her of them, and she comes back for a few minutes. Sometimes. Yeah, but that's what he lives for, And
then apparently sometimes he can just walk into a room and she's there.
Yeah, well,
right?
That worked out okay. I actually thought that scene was kick-ass, but
and then this
is brutal.
Not tonight, darling.
Come on, why not? Wait, why did you call me darling? I don't know you. What's going on here? Am I supposed to know you?
Allie.
No!
Allie, sweetheart. Hey, Allie, I love you. Stay with me. Don't.
No! Who are you?
I'm Noah. I'm Noah, and you're Allie.
What do you want? What are you doing here?
Come on, baby.
Don't come near me!
That's fucking heavy. And watching
dementia.
When he cried.
Watching him watch her have to be like strapped down and like get a shot and stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That scene particularly is actually the reason I watched this movie, because my cousin Rachel, who I'm super close with, goes, have you seen the movie The Notebook? I said, no. And she just goes, oh my God, it killed me. She goes, there's a scene where this old man cries and I just cannot handle watching a grown man cry. And I was like, okay. And then I watched the movie and then I knew the scene was coming. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. And I was like, oh, like just
two veteran actors, just literally
everything they have in it.
Making you, like, when you watch this scene, nothing else exists. Like, there's no TV, there's no coffee table, there's no golden fried chicken fucking cup on the table, there's no pajamas on the floor, there's no toys anywhere, there's no blanket on your feet. All that exists is what's happening on that screen.
Well,
and it's fucking incredible.
When they hit this scene, and he was like, we got 5 minutes, blah, 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 and then they're all dancing and everything, and she's like, who the fuck are you? Get away from me. And then she's yelling at him.
She's scared.
I was like, fuck this ending. I couldn't do that.
You thought that was the end?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just like, I couldn't do this every day. Like, that would tear me apart.
But I don't think it ends like that every day is the thing. He doesn't get that same reaction. They don't end up in that scenario every single day.
In your head, if you have dementia, then sometimes that person's dead. It's just a body that's living. Mm-hmm. I think that maybe you would go every day for a chance to see that person again. No, somebody that you loved dearly.
I honestly would say, hey, lady, I don't know. Have you ever seen Lost? Would you like to binge watch the first season? I would totally do that. I would do that every day with her. I would not go through this shit every fucking day to get 5 minutes. And actually, you know what's funny?
But it's not for you, it's for them.
Yeah, and because you've never been in, like, you've obviously never been in love like that.
Of course not. But I have to say that their relationship has trained him for this. Because she fucking hates him 1 second, and then she loves him for another second.
True.
And she hates him for 1 second, and then hates him. So he's like used to this.
Great observation.
What I think too is
that they did live happily ever after. I mean, they
maybe
they fought a lot. Yeah. You know, people fight.
And they made a big point that they fought a lot.
People who fucking fight win.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't add that scene in, because I loved that they fought all the time. But the one thing they had in common was that they were crazy by each other.
It's true, dude. You've been in a relationship before where you don't fight, right?
Yeah, that was my first marriage.
Yeah, and you didn't fight, and what happens?
Never fight.
It just fucking caves in, and then all the shit.
Yeah, I just turned around one day and the other person wasn't there.
Right. So I'm in a relationship now where we fight, and like if you fucking
that was my second.
If you don't like some shit, you just talk about what it is that you don't like, and I'm the worst because I fucking keep it bottled up, and she just immediately just goes, well, I don't like this thing, and I'm like, well, god damn it, I don't like that either. And then it's just like this whole deal, and then it's just like, okay, let's have sex.
Right.
But it's, oh my god, Mark's listening, isn't he?
No, not
I'm
this
sure
far in.
I'm sure he's figured that out, that you guys have sex.
Oh yeah, totally.
What I think about this scene and this interaction between them two is that one way to think of it is that, there's one way where you're like, okay, he wants that time with a woman, whatever, he goes there every single day, he wants to have her remember him, but at the same time, like, could you imagine being in a relationship with somebody that's in a situation like that, and to maybe not want them to have 5 minutes where they wake up in a hospital and they're alone? You know what I mean? To finally be lucid and look around and have nobody around.
Well, that happened.
Well,
when he went down and he was gone for like 2 or 3 days, and she was just standing there at the cage and like looking at the old men. She went into the Rose Wing or whatever, and they were sitting. She's sitting there in a wheelchair with all these other people who have no idea where the fuck they are. And she's just looking away, but she remembered when he came to her afterwards. She said, "I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought you would never come back." She did have little.
She had a moment where
glimpses
because he had a heart attack or something, right?
He had multiple that month or something, right?
He had his third one, yeah.
But that's the thing; it could be selfish or selfless, depending on how you look at it.
Together at the
so they died together.
Oh, they did die together.
Yeah, they died together.
But Lauren said that, and I was like,
did you hear the dialogue whenever he walks into the room and she goes, "Do you think our love can create a miracle?" And he goes, yeah, that's why this story brings you back to me. And then she goes, do you think that our love could take us away together?
Right.
Oh.
And then they both passed away together, lucid and in one spot together.
See, I get it. I didn't get that.
Right.
I didn't catch that.
And that was the end of the summer.
They did a lot of meth. They looked real old. It was fucked up.
Had me a blast. Do you have strep throat? You know what, man? I got to be honest. I'm glad that you at least sat through this. I'm glad that you didn't come in here being a dick and just picking it apart, because I think it's a great movie. I really do. I love stories like this. I do.
Are we doing something funny next week?
I hope so. What are we doing?
Batman.
Revenge of the Nerds? God damn it. Batman. It's not funny.
Oh, I love this movie, though. It's a good one.
It's a little funny.
Batman?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since it came out. Well, fantastic movie nonetheless. The Notebook, it's getting a thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up for me.
Enjoyed it. Thumbs up from Casey. Rich?
Sure. I'm not going to watch it again.
We can't do thumbs up, though.
Rich
That's already been done. We should actually start rating the movie. So let's rate a movie, but we should have a different thing.
Do the listeners know that Rich lost his thumbs?
Yeah, he doesn't have any thumbs, so
Sorry,
he can't.
I apologize.
I rate this 4 balls in the mouth.
He can't hitchhike.
What does that mean?
Jaret's balls in the mouth.
4 of them?
I would put 4 balls in my mouth to watch this movie.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, we gotta think on that.
If I was on a boat,
all right, we'll try to figure that out. Oh, on the boat. No, that was in the van when we licked each other's nuts. But hey, guys, this has been awesome. Been a fun night, and sorry I cried during episode 20.
I'll probably cry during Batman. So
The Notebook was a great movie. I'm really glad we got to watch it. All right, guys, we would like to thank our producers from Patreon. Who are they, Rich?
Ashley C.
Yep.
David Murray.
I still owe you a song.
And Sheila Ray Wonder.
Sheila,
you were going to do his song last month.
Sheila Ray Wonder, I hope you feel better. Everybody go to JaretGoesToTheMovies.com. You can click on support us and be a part of the winning team. You can be a producer of the show. You can Google Hangout. You can be a part of a podcast. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do. It's pretty awesome. Rich, what?
Why?
Sorry, there's a fart.
Oh, fuck!
You didn't smell
it. Oh, god damn it! That's the worst. You're doing the rest of the podcast by yourself. Oh my god.
All right, you don't have to fucking tell me. I'd have done the whole thing by myself.
Breathe through your mouth. Everything that's going in my nose right now was inside of your rectum.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'd rather you be smoking. What did he eat? Never let him eat that again. I'm leaving all of this in.
This should be post show. The fuck.
Actually,
this is a good.
I tried to drink.
This is a good outtake.
Look at me trying to drink.
Hold on. Wait. Let me take a picture for the Facebook. Rich trying to drink during the Jaret fart. Okay, ready? And what?
Ready.
Got it. Guys, check out Jaret Goes to the Movies on Facebook. Why not follow us on Twitter? It's Jaret Movies, Jaret Movies. Rich is on Facebook and all the other stuff, as am I. This has been a real treat. Man, 20 episodes, and I finally cried. I'm probably going to cry again.
I thought The Matrix was going to get you.
Did you? Yeah, I did not cry during The Matrix, but man, this is probably my favorite podcast that we've done. Because I feel like we had heartfelt shit, and it's a great movie. So, love you, man. Love you, Case. Love you, Milo. Love you, Allie. Always here for me when I need you. And the rest of you guys.
You're crying right now.
I was about to. Yeah.
I know.
I was about to cry, yeah. We'll see you down the road.
Later.